friends, welcome back to the Destination Baby and Kids YouTube channel. This is Gina, I am your host, and I am here to show you how to install a NUNA REVV Maxx car seat with lower anchors and top tether. Now, if you are looking for a video showing how to install a REVV Maxx car seat with a lap and shoulder belt and top tether, you're gonna need to check out that separate video. It's a different video, but this video is for the lower anchors, top tether for the NUNA REVV Maxx. Now, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. It's a way to help support us and keep this channel independent, and it allows me to make these kind of videos. But also, you could head on over to my website, destinationbabykids.com. I'm a real brick and mortar store here in the greater San Francisco Bay Area. Anything you buy off the website directly goes to supporting me and doing this work. So again, super appreciative for all of you. Let's launch into, now that the commercial's over, let's launch into how to install that NUNA REVV Maxx with lower anchor and top tether. Okay guys, you're not gonna see a lot of my head in this video because in order to get close to the seat, I have to close in enough. So it's gonna feel a little bit like Muppet Babies. You can hear me, but you might not be able to see me, and that is okay. Now remember, these installation videos are not meant to supersede the instruction. You need to read your vehicle manual and your car seat instruction manual as well. The goal of these videos is to just give some visual aid to the instructions that are in the book so that it makes it a little clearer for people what's going on. But remember, ultimately, you are the person who is responsible for that child's safety, so you definitely need to read the manual for your vehicle as well as the manual for your car seat. If you can't find it, if you go to NUNA's website, you will be able to type in REVV Maxx manual in the search bar and it will immediately pull up so that you can have access to it in case you've lost the physical manual, okay? Just so that we're clear. Now, when we're installing the seat with lower anchor and top tether, there's gonna be a little bit of preparation that we're gonna wanna do with the seat. So what does that look like? We're gonna free our top tether. So if you turn the seat around, on the back of the seat, you're gonna have this strap right here. This is your top tether. So I'm gonna loosen it by pulling that piece of plastic down and freeing this guy off of here. Now, we also have to locate our lower anchors. Those are hiding here on the back of the seat underneath the top tether. There's a piece here that I thought was a door, but it's actually a drawer. So you're gonna grab it and pull it out this way, and that slides out. And that little piece will free your lower anchors, your lower anchor connectors, just like that. So we've got those pieces out and freed. We'll go ahead and turn the seat back around. And now I'm gonna actually shift the whole vehicle seat sideways so you all at home can see me attach the top tether. This is a really important step, and you're gonna have to locate it in your car. Again, that's why if you read your vehicle manual, very, very helpful, because it will show you where that top tether location is. So once we've got that set up, I'm not gonna tighten it crazy, I'll tighten it up at the end. But once we have that set up, we can now spin the seat back around. I think maybe sideways is the most useful to show this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to get access to being able to get to those lower anchors. The best way to do that is to turn the seat backward facing. Now at this point, I'm also gonna hit, there's a gray button on the side that reads press and recline. If I hit that and I scoot this seat up to level 5, that's gonna give me the most access to a door. There's a true tension door here where the kiddo's legs would go. So you'll open that door up, pull it toward the seat. There's a gray button that you press down, you'll pull it toward the seat, and now you have what is called an open belt path. So in this case, we're gonna take our lower anchor, we're gonna run it across where that blue belt path is, and it's shown with a sticker right here on the bottom of that opening. We're gonna take our lower anchor, we're gonna run it through, we're gonna make sure the thick side is on top, we're gonna attach, and you can hear it click. Again, you do not want that strap twisted. We'll go ahead and attach the other side. Now, on my side, which you guys probably can't see, so I'm gonna spin this toward you. On my side over here, I have the ability to tighten by pulling on this webbing. So when I pull on that and press down on sort of like the base of the seat, even though it doesn't come off that piece, but I'm just pressing down and pulling to get the additional slack out. At this point, It's in here relatively tightly, but when I close this door, you'll feel tension and you'll hear it click distinctly. And now when I pull on that piece, the seat isn't moving more than an inch from its installation point. And at this point, I can tighten up that top tether on the back. I can also set my level of recline. So in this case, if I set it to recline 1, I may have a little bit of movement there to be able to scoot that seat into more reclined. And now we're installed and we're able to fully rotate the seat into either orientation. So remember, for this type of setup, our rear-facing lower anchor would work for a kiddo up to 30 pounds, and then our forward-facing lower anchor setup, which is what you see here, that would work through 35 pounds. Moving into children that are bigger and heavier than those amounts, you would go ahead and install with seatbelt, which we will make a video for as well. Okay, gang? Hopefully, oops, went out too far. Hopefully that was helpful for you and you can understand some of the ins and outs of the installation of the NUNA REVV Maxx with lower anchor.